E3 2018 is in the books, and I wanted to give some of my thoughts on Sony's conference. Sony, the big dog. This year, Sony didn't have as many games as usual, but they gave deeper looks at four major titles they got coming out, and I thought they all looked pretty good. They had one, which is of course The Last of Us Part 2, with an older Ellie and an intense kissing scene and a lot of violence. Um, Pretty much that ought to be one of the best-selling games Sony comes out with. The game looks great. Um, Gameplay-wise, it looks like more Last of Us style of gameplay. Nothing new there, but people really in it for the story, and it looks like it's gonna deliver like usual. I have a feeling though those people on the internet who complain about females being the heroes and different types of people getting roles, those kind of trolley types, might set their sights on this game because in the trailer, Ellie has a passionate kiss with another female. Her orientation was shown in the DLC in the first Last of Us, but it was front and center here. And I'd already seen some moaning on the internet from people who think, oh, they shoving that down their throats. But regardless, it was a nice looking game, and I'm sure it's going to be great. Now, the game that I probably was most impressed with was Ghost of Tsushima. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but it's pretty much a samurai game. It looks amazing. Looks like it's going to have a heavy narrative focus, which I always like. And like I say, beautiful. It shows some of the gameplay, kind of like a hack and slash, but it looks like you could do those one-hit kills like from popular cinema that involve samurais. Definitely looking like a day one buy, and probably my game of the show, but I'm gonna have to give that some more thought. But yeah, Ghost of Tsushima had an awesome showing. Now they also showed Death Stranding, the game from Kojima, and that game's a far ways off. And with Kojima, you never know what you're gonna get. He can show that he could be a really excellent gameplay designer. Like Metal Gear 5 had excellent gameplay, even though the story wasn't all that. And Death Stranding, it showed a lot of gameplay with the guy looking like he's like a deliverer. I don't know if that's gonna be the crux of the game, so I wasn't that impressed with it. But you're gonna give it a try anyway. It's a Kojima game, and he loves him some Norman Reedus apparently. But regardless, it had a solid showing, but I wasn't blown away by it. Aside from some trailers for things like Kingdom Hearts, and it looked like a clone of Quantum Break, they didn't have too many other major games shown, except for the Resident Evil 2, which gave the crowd that nostalgia pop. And it's good that it's coming out in January. I'm not sure if it's exclusive to Sony, but regardless, it was good to have that to get some energy in the room. And they kind of ended the show on Marvel's Spider-Man, which looks pretty good. Like, I was on the fence about it. Still slightly on the fence about it, but it does look good. Looks like it has a lot of action and a lot of characters from Spider-Man's lore, and a nice original story that I'm not sure, where they're going to go with it. But it had a really good showing. All in all, Sony's ahead of the pack in terms of sales and stuff. I would have liked to have seen some more Days Gone, since it's actually gonna come out within a year or so. I'm not sure when Last of Us is supposed to come out. Unfortunately, no Vita Love. Looked like they tried to do little things with Dreams, but that didn't really show too much with that. It was kind of a weird conference. They had some shaky production style things going on, but in terms of just the gameplay that they showed, it was really solid. I wouldn't call it the conference, top show, but it was still real solid. And if you like your single player narrative focused games, Sony got you covered. I'll be coming back to you with one for Microsoft and one for Nintendo's conference. So until next time, peace.